Feeling overwhelmed by financial setbacks? It's time to hit the reset button. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 simple steps to rebuild your confidence and start fresh on your wealth building journey. Steps you can take today to move forward with clarity and purpose. And the first step is to take stock of your financial reality. It's all about getting clear on where you stand financially, because you can't move forward until you know what's holding you back. This means taking a closer look at what you own, like savings or assets, and what you owe, like debts or obligations. Think of it as creating your personal financial roadmap. When you know your starting point, it's so much easier to chart your path forward. Hey everyone, I'm Rose Colburn, and welcome to Wealth Wednesdays, where we focus on creating financial freedom and releasing the money blocks holding you back. Every week I share insights from the Healing Money Blocks Oracle deck, and today's message couldn't be more fitting, especially as we step into the new year. Release the past. Release the past. This card is a powerful reminder that your financial mistakes don't define your future success. The new year is a perfect time to wipe the slate clean and start fresh, leaving behind the regret and shame and doubts of old decisions. Holding on to our past mistakes keeps us stuck, and when we release them, we free ourselves to focus on the opportunities ahead of us. And that's exactly what today's video is all about. Taking those first steps to release your finances and rebuild with clarity and purpose. And before we get started, let's take a moment to reset together. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale deeply and exhale. And as you do, imagine releasing any financial stress or worries that you've been holding on to. Now think about one past financial mistake or setback that's weighing on your mind. This mistake does not define you. Instead, take a moment right now and decide to use it as a stepping stone that will lead you towards financial freedom. This process of releasing your past mistakes and wiping the slate clean isn't about analyzing or feeling regrets over those mistakes. It's about clarity. Clarity to feel empowered and take control of your financial future so you can move forward. Imagine you're driving a car, but the windshield is all fogged up and the rearview mirror is all you can see clearly. You can't move forward safely because you're stuck looking back at what's behind you. And this is what it's like to rebuild your finances without first getting clear on where you are today. The past can distract you and block your path forward. The first step in resetting your finances is to take stock of your financial reality. And this means sitting down and getting honest about where you are right now. Are there recurring habits or spending patterns keeping you stuck? You don't need to overcomplicate this process. Start with a simple list. Write down your debts, your income, and your savings. Seeing all this on paper can feel overwhelming at first, but it's an empowering moment. Why? Because clarity is your foundation for progress. Once you know where you stand, you can start making informed decisions about what to do next, and that's where the magic happens. Remember, this isn't about judgment. It's not about beating yourself up for past mistakes. It's about creating a clear and honest snapshot so you can move forward with confidence and purpose. Awareness of your financial reality is powerful, but what you do with that awareness is what creates the change to propel you forward. Let's face it, perfection can be paralyzing. I can't begin to tell you the number of times I made plans to pay off my debt and then decided to wait until I had the full amount of money so that I could pay it off all at once. That was my idea of perfection, making one lump sum of payment instead of multiple small payments. Of course, what happened is the money got used for other things, which only delayed my debt payoff even more. And that experience taught me a valuable lesson. Waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect moment does not move you forward. Perfection is a myth, and waiting for it will keep you stuck. Progress, no matter how small, is what truly drives transformation. Instead of trying to create the perfect plan, start by identifying one small, manageable step that you can take today. For example, you could cut back on a single expense that isn't adding real value to your life. Maybe it's the subscription that you forgot about, or the impulse deals that you just can't resist. That one step might feel tiny, but it builds momentum. The small actions that you take today might not feel significant, but they build habits and they give you confidence that you need for bigger changes tomorrow. These small wins remind you that progress is possible, even if you're starting from scratch. Remember, it's not about fixing everything all at once. It's about creating a series of small victories that lead to big results over time. Focus on what you can do and celebrate each step forward. A financial reset isn't just about regaining balance in the short term. It's about creating a foundation for lasting growth. But let's be honest, a financial reset isn't always easy. There are roadblocks that can make it feel overwhelming, and one of the biggest challenges that many of us face is the temptation to fall back into old habits. When you're resetting your finances, the hardest part is often avoiding the old habits that try to creep back in. It's easy to feel discouraged when that happens, but here's the truth. Building lasting change is more about momentum than perfection. When I first started budgeting, I used to tell myself I'd catch up later whenever I overspent in one category. But as you can imagine, that only created more stress. It wasn't until I took a step back and started focusing on the habits behind my spending that I truly began to break that cycle. I realized that sticking to my plan felt so much better than the temporary satisfaction of spending. And that's where my reset approach becomes so powerful. It's about reframing your mindset, evaluating what's working and what's not, and taking intentional steps towards the financial freedom that you're building. Think of it as a guide to keep you focused on the bigger picture, even when things feel tough. Instead of fixating on what isn't going perfectly, lean into the small routines that align with your vision, like doing a quick budget check-in or setting aside a small amount for savings. Always keep your why front and center. Maybe it's to create more security, pursue a dream, or simply just to breathe easier at the end of the month. The release the past card is especially relevant for this. Falling back into old habits often comes from being stuck in a mindset of regret and frustration with your progress. But when you let go of the need to be perfect, you free yourself to focus on small, meaningful changes that align with your goals. Every intentional choice you make is part of rewriting your financial story. So if you stumble, give yourself grace and keep moving forward. Each step you take brings you closer to the financial freedom and peace of mind you deserve. The reset isn't just about your finances. It's about creating a life aligned with your goals, your values, and your vision for the future. And if you're ready to start creating your plan for financial freedom, check out this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.